Okay, hello everyone. So today we're on a Thursday, so let's check it out. Thursday. Now, as you know, gold is snaking along. I talked about this snake, so I do want to sell the highs. Okay, yesterday too. Okay, and I said trade management at 8:30. If you, let's do this, right? Round two gold. Okay, that was an hour. I said 8:30 trade management if you read the post. Where is it? 8:30 trade management 8:30. All right, round two, lot size small. Trade management 8:30, not a swing day for gold, but swing day for euro dollar. Second pick in the reply post. This is euro dollar. Same here. Remember I said we could go up or down in that situation, but we do want to sell the highs. So let's put this aside. Now, okay, so that's gold. So market went back up, didn't go any higher, and then slided down. So today is an interesting day because if you look at the comments today, I said today can be a flow day. Okay, and yesterday, Wednesday, was a swing day for Dow Jones and Nasdaq. So, and today, Thursday, is a swing day for SP 500. Euro dollar, we had a swing day yesterday. Okay, so I do want to sell it down. Okay, and there is a position there, in fact, as you can see there. It's a tight stop loss based on the hours, which just happened. Okay, so the market pretty much closed on the 15-minute, and my stop loss is really tight because I'm not taking big risks. I don't need to. If my risks like happen, if the trade works out, and if we do have a swing day Wednesday high, Thursday retesting, and we sell off, then we could come down. We'll see. If it goes the other way, we don't want to be in the trade because I said it could be a flow day, and I don't want to be standing in front of a flow day if it goes the other way. If it goes the other way, you can follow through. There's a target at 14.79 on the euro dollar. Okay, up there, 14.79 and 15.14, your LCL one line. Okay, but because that was the swing day and we are at highs, I don't think I didn't want to let it go. Okay, so I do want to trade it. With gold, same thing here with the highs. Okay, so coming down could be the way. Today is not a swing day. Gold is a swing day Friday, so we're either going to hang around here or we're going to come down into a Friday and then look for a buy opportunity. That could also happen. Okay, so as you can see, once the swing days are over, it's like kind of mellowed out. Okay, so we could keep pushing into Friday, or we could come down into Friday. So you can just wait for this one without mucking around. If you want to trade it, how you can trade it is this. This is the hour. Okay, this is the hour. If the market goes above the high of yesterday, then we can expect the market to push up. Okay, because at the end of the day, what's going on here is this. Let me turn this into a triangle because we can find ourselves on a Friday. What do I mean by a triangle? If we go to the 1 hour chart, this turns into a pennant. Okay, so if you want to kind of like go up from here, it's doable. Okay, you can also do that in the evening. Okay, if you're trading gold, you can also do that in the evening when around closing. Okay, so it's worth watching. And yeah, that could be the way to go. Okay, so check it out. Okay, and that's the impulse wave, and now we've got a triangle. So pushing up into Friday is also an option from this zone, or the evening as well. The evening hours are good to trade. Okay, so that could like carry on into Asia with gold. Okay, So we've done euro dollar, we've done gold. Let's take a look at SP 500. Okay, so that's the euro dollar. That's the SP 500. Now here's the SP 500. Once again, remember I said at the highs, I do want to sell. So if we cover the trade, great. And then if the market keeps pushing down and we get still some push into Friday, so Thursday, Friday, if we keep pushing down, we could go lower. Okay, and that's how it is. As you can see, the market just did a stop sweep there. We still closed inside the green box, and because of that, all right, so, and that's the SP 500. Okay, so if it does go down, like I said, this is what I want to do. I want to like sell it off. It could have been sold off yesterday as well if you were trading it. I was in euro, dollar, and gold together, so I didn't want to muck around with this one. But Wednesday was a swing day for Nasdaq and Dow Jones. So the highs selling off is okay. And I did say you can also do this on Thursday. I think this should be it. If it breaks down, then we should kind of at least flow down a little bit to cover the trade. And if it keeps pushing down to Thursday and keeps pushing on a Friday as well, then then obviously we can have a long way to go. Okay, I'll put that there for the benefit of the exercise. That's, as you can see, 1 to 20 risk return, more than 1 to 20. But if I was to bring it here, let's do that for the benefit of the exercise. So it's let's take this here, right, just above the weekly. Okay, this is still going to be that 600. Okay, so it's still like 1 to 6 risk return, and the weekly pivot is actually a logical target for Thursday, Friday if we're trading. So if it goes in our direction, great. If it doesn't, we're going to have $165 loss. Okay, and that's that basically. So let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now Dow Jones, Nasdaq being swing days yesterday. I did say you can look at the highs in the market if it's a PSD level at the right time. But if not, I did say you can also take it on a Thursday, because if we're up somewhere on Wednesday and it's a swing day, then you can take it on the next day, which is exactly what you could do here or up here. Now look, I did say PSD level breakout is tricky, okay, but at the end of the day, the market is like down, up, so I want to follow this down. Okay, so if you take a look at the trade hours of yesterday, what do we have? 1:15 or 1:30 to 2:30 we had there. Plus I did have 6 o'clock, didn't I? I had 6 o'clock. That's your 6 o'clock. All right, and 8:30 I said trade management. That's your 8:30 trade management. Okay, so that's basically it. If you're selling it here, you can sell it if it closes gap here. At lunchtime, if it does a sudden move around lunchtime, and if not, it could just flow. So here, if you enter short, like I said, you don't have to put your stop losses far out, because the only time we're expecting another move in the market is by 2:30. So you can also look out for 12:30, okay, if you want to be specific. So make a mental note of 12:30 as well. I didn't put it there on a Thursday simply because the 12:30 is an hour where it could, a move can start to generate. You know what I mean? It's kind of start to pick up. Okay, so that pickup hour is could be after that after 12:15, let's say. All right. there. So understanding that is kind of okay. So if we like mucking around here at 12.15, then all of a sudden the market starts to take a move into a direction, then you know. And also, if that's the case, this is why we have tight stop losses. We don't want to be in the game. All right. If the market comes down, the weekly is going to be obviously a target for you. All right. And it could like keep pushing down from there. And then we've got 53 on the daily. You could target 42,140. So if they do sell 42,140, so that weekly zone is going to be your zone. All right. So this is going to be like pretty much the zone to head towards. Okay. Nasdaq also, again, if they do sell, Wednesday being a swing day, if this does turn into a sell, then also, yeah, this is the zone. As you can see, we're on the PST here, and that's it. Okay, sell zone again, sell zone again. So on the weekly, as you can see, that was a swing week. It didn't close below it, but at the end of the day, it's pretty, at the end of the day, it's like a good sell-off location here. And we do have gaps to fill here as well. So I don't mind selling it, taking it all the way into here as well, before we think about, you know, a major buy. Obviously, we'll be going up and down in between. Okay, so I think that's the way to go as well. And that PST level is 68 days, which is 21,750 and 21,750 is there. So selling around here, I think, is okay. Yesterday, that's where the market sold. If you want to wait for that lunchtime move as well, it's an option. If it breaks above there, I wouldn't stand in front of it, because obviously then we've made a mistake about Wednesday being a swing day. Because if this is a swing day, it should either maintain the high, or it can do a stop sweep and then turn around. Okay, rarely will close above it and then turn around. Okay, that would be like not a common event, that one. So you don't have to risk much when you're trading with time and price. And obviously, if it's going to fall down, you can cover your trade. Low off yesterday, and weekly again is like a target for us. The daily is quite far down, 57. You can follow it into 21,294 if it keeps pushing. 21,294 is there. So that's also pretty much the weekly pivot zone if it begins to fall off. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday. Now, because we've got non-farm payroll tomorrow, we could still be hanging around also. That's also an option. Okay, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a swing day. If we're going to take it with the strategy selling the highs at the trading hour price, not a bad idea. With Bitcoin, I did say I'm more of a seller on that one because of the impulse turning into a flag formation. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were all kind of swing days. And I did say this could like turn into one. Okay, there. So why? Because it filled the gap there and then, you know, slid back. So selling was like okay. But if you're using PST yesterday, you should have been fine, because it really bounced off that level there. Okay, and so using the PST level to kind of bounce off it was okay. But yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday also here we should note that if that's a swing day, Tuesday, Wednesday, selling off is also on the cards. The only drama we had with this, because it's an impulse flag, so we do want to sell, okay, because we're like in this retracement mode. Okay, so this is why we need to be careful in this retracement mode. The only thing you can really do is wait for a pattern to happen. And if the market does want to break down, that 44 level is your support to break, which is 104,220. 104,220. is just there. Okay, so once this zone breaks as well, once the low off yesterday breaks, we've got room to push down. And I did say, like, we're snaking along. This snaking along business is interesting. Okay, and one way or another they're going to slap it down because it's in between after the impulse. So the impulse, the pullback, the push down. Okay, and like I said, we should end up back in the 100, possibly back in the 80s. Okay, we'll see how that pans out. Okay, and that's basically Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm still thinking we should go down, and I'm not in favor of buying highs, which is what I always say. Okay, here as well, I said, guys, if you're intraday trading, swing day trading with the right hour is okay, but if you're gonna follow a move, then follow the move, like the impulse, the pullback, swing day, swing hour, gap fill. You know what I mean? Like, you got a few criteria there, so we can actually move this because we want to take it to the downside. Okay, and also this one. Okay, now you can set yourself up for a short on that one. Okay, I'd be surprised if it was to go up. A sell level again would be 52 if the market did go up there, which is 105.888 according to PST. So 105.888 is going to be 888, somewhere around there. Okay, if it does come up here and you want to sell again at a trading hour, I think you can do that too. All right, so happy trading. Non-farm payroll tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow, anticipating tomorrow may also be, it's either going to be a flow day or a mild day. Okay, so it's really an interesting day as far as I can see. So don't take a lot of risk. Tomorrow we will have action. Okay, so tomorrow there will be action in the market, and there will be volatility tomorrow. So be mindful. Maybe the market will set up for that as well, which is a possibility. So don't trade in the middle of nowhere. Trade on the edges. Make sure you got tight stop losses. And if you want to wait for tomorrow, it's fair game.